agenda. And then below that, I have all the materials that they need in order to learn to do what we're going to do with that agenda. Okay, so I'm going to say this is an action research definition. I'm going to talk about that. So the possibilities for resources. These are all resources. This is an icon for a book, but I titled it Action Research Book so that the students know, because it's better to tell them, right? This is a book, this is a website, this is an assignment, this is a discussion, even though the icons called attention to the fact that this is what it is. This right here is your assignment icon, a clipboard. This is a text assignment, which we'll talk about. Discussion icon. This is a Word document. This is a website, etc. Okay? So, now, one thing about this. You might have lots of materials under topic 1. You don't want to get too many because you don't want your students overwhelmed. So ordinarily, I mean, this is for a week. I teach courses by week. Okay, so this would be a week's work. And so, you know, I might have that many, but I probably wouldn't. But, so suppose I say, I'm just going to, I don't want that one, or maybe, this is what I think is the coolest thing. I didn't finish all of this work in week 1. So guess what? All I have to do is say, aha, I only got this far. So I move that down to here. And so now, this doesn't look so bad. But see how easy it is to say, well, this I didn't get done, and now I can move it down to this week, and it's so easy. So I really, that feature is very nice, moving things around. Now, the other thing is about design and consistency is these are all different kinds of icons. So I have chosen to put my materials in alphabetical order. So the students will know, well, how can I find assignment 1? Where in the name of God is it? Well, it's A in the alphabet. So action, assignment, connection, and so on. So down here, discussion 1, I'm going to move that back up and move it here. I think I can. Why didn't I? I didn't grab it. So alphabetical order is also very nice to follow. Now, if you don't want to use alphabetical order, maybe you want to categorize your resources. So you have a discussion category, an assignment category, whatever. What Moodle has, if you use the drop-down menu under here for adding a resource, you will see that insert a label. That means, so it's not a link, it's just a label. So, and all of these above, you know, are links. So insert a label, just go ahead and do it. And let's say that the category is assignments. So then go ahead and write the word assignment. And let's say it's assignment 1. Okay. And again, because this is a label, it's a category in like an outline, you might want to make it bigger than all the others, but not too big. You might want to change the color, but let's not get wild with the colors because we want them all to be pretty close. And then just say save and return to the course. So now I have a label. And so under that label then, what did I add?
You added it, but you demonstrated on purpose poor color choice. Because see, it's yellow, you can barely see it.
Oh my goodness, isn't that wonderful? That's how you have a mistake.
You're working on many different levels at the same time.
And next we'll have you do business cards.
Okay, so, oh, that's so perfect, isn't it? But anyway, so I can put that up. So you get the idea about design and color and labels. Is that sufficient for labels? So it should be there, whatever color you made yours, you'll probably be able to see yours. Okay, so I'm going to delete that because I'm not going to use labels. You don't want too much in your outline, so I just choose not to use it.
You know, a way that I choose to supplement, you have the reference with the icon for the thing. Oh, it's a big W. I know that's a Word document. And there's a sign. But what you can do also to supplement that information without labels is the name of your thing. And that if it's assignment 1, I'll put week 1, so much assignment, just to reinforce the fact of what it is until they get, completely comfortable with that. That doesn't take up any more vertical space, and it just gives another piece of information to them.
Right. And it distinguishes one from the other. And then you want to do exactly the same each week, so the students do not have any trouble. Okay. Now I'm going to mention this book very quickly, and I'm going to show you. I made a book. A book is like a content module in Blackboard. And if you want to design one and put everything about the topic, you put it inside a book, that's perfectly all right. And so when you do this, I want to go back. That's how you add a new book, give it a name. It's under topic 1. All right. So, and you can see your options here. But I'm going to save and return to the course. I guess I have to cancel because I haven't supplied the right values. But I'm going to click on this link in my book, and it comes up like this. And here's my book. And what I've created is, here's the title, Connecting Teaching and Research. And here's a subtitle, or sub-chapter. This is actually, these are chapters, Applying Theory to Practice. And so here's my table of contents. And this is what I'm going to discuss in my book. What is action research? How do you choose a research topic? Writing research questions, supporting evidence, and review articles. That's my whole book for my whole week. There it is. What can I do with it? Well, I can print the complete book, or I can print this particular chapter. Okay, so if you're interested in that, wonderful. You can work with anybody, and if you have any questions about that. So now, update the book simply means I want to add more to it. So if I click update, here we go, and I just change, add things and so on. So, you can see my choices: save and return to the course, save and display again, or cancel it. So I'm going to just cancel it because I just wanted to show you that. That's all we're going to do with it. Is that sufficient about books? Okay, so let's go back. So what else can we add? Well, this is what I don't like about this. You can't see. I want you to be able to see the next resource that we want to add. Let's go ahead. I want to tell you the difference between compose a text page. So go ahead and click on it. And this is what this looks like. So if I add a text page, all I have is naming the text page, and I write a summary here. Now you'll notice everywhere you see these question marks. That question mark tells you about that particular instance, what you're talking about, what is the summary, and it tells you. Okay, so I write my summary of what's in my full text. You see here below? Now I can compose a text page, but it is plain text format. There is no formatting, and I never use it, because you do not want anything that's all text. So I simply, again, I'm showing it to you so you realize that you really don't want to use it. I'm sorry, but that's it. Now I think I have right here, here's my icon for plain text, connecting teaching and research. Now look at what happens. I did it, voila. There are no paragraph markings. You'd want a bulleted list in a list. No way. Plain text, it doesn't do it. So that's enough said. So what you want to do is have formatted text. So these are all my resources, which is kind of nice. You can keep track of them, and it shows you the order. I like that too. That's a nice feature. Okay, so then let's go ahead and scroll down, and the next resource we can add is a web page. And actually, Pat talked a lot about this. So you compose a web page, and you have all of the tools, and you give it a name, and you compose it right here. You give it a summary. Do you have to put the summary in? No. But if you want to, you can, and then just put in the full text. Now, what you might want to do here is simply paste your syllabus here. It should work pretty well. The nice thing about that is you probably find a mistake in your syllabus after you print it. Maybe somebody does that. I'm not sure. But I know I've done it once. But the nice thing is if it's right here, you can go in and say, oh, that's the wrong date. And you can just change it and save your changes. And so that's what Pat was talking about. How cool is this? Because you can edit and have it look just like you want. So that's my advice about, and then of course, whatever is required, you will not be able to save it unless you've completed all of the requirements on that page. So that is a web page, and then let's go and think about it as a Word document. Absolutely, that's the best way. It's a Word document with HTML behind it, which you don't necessarily see.